Hello, this is Ugnius.Pianist, and in today's video we're going to talk about octaves, how to play them and how to practice them. Playing legato octaves can really be challenging. When I was a student, I remember practicing legato octaves and trying to make all the notes glued to each other, kind of like super legato, and often my hands would feel locked and stiff and uncomfortable. That is because most of us do the same mistake. We try to make our thumbs very legato. This results into thick, heavy and often not controlled sound. Instead, the thumb should be played really detached and really lightly. While the top finger has to be played with pressure, quite deep and heavy. That is the secret of octave legato playing in most of melodical places, such as the middle part of Chopin's etudes, op.25 no. 10. I will now walk you through my practice routine for legato octaves. This practice routine will concentrate on practicing the octaves by splitting it into two parts and practicing each part separately before putting it together. First, start playing the top part of an octave passage with very easy fingering, such as 2-3, 1-2-3 or something like that. Important to use the fingering that feels completely natural and makes it super easy to achieve beautiful legato. After getting the sound that you're happy with, try to copy the same sort of melodical line using the original fingering which you use when you play octaves. You will hear how different these two fingerings will sound. Go back to easy fingering and try to use it as a guide sound to achieve the same beautiful legato using the original fingering. Next, practice your thumb only, making sure it's very light and detached, kind of gentle staccato, but not accentuated. Try to keep the melodical shape too. Make sure that you use the thumb from the joint only and try not to involve your hand or arm too much, because the idea is to make your thumb more independent and sensitive to the movement and touch. To finish your legato octave practice routine, play the octaves with the two hands now, applying more pressure on the top voice and making sure that the lower voice is being detached and light. Once you're happy with the sound you make by playing it with two hands, try to play octaves with one hand now. Make sure to copy the same sound by playing one hand only. After practicing your octaves with two hands, your ears should immediately pick up the difference in sound, and you should automatically hear what is wrong and what needs fixing when playing one-handedly. Playing fast octave passages and octave jumps, like the ones in Liszt, Chopin, Tchaikovsky or Schubert pieces, requires a lot of stamina, power and accuracy. Again, like the legato octaves, practicing these kind of octave passages requires time, concentration and of course patience. In the next few minutes I will walk you through the practice routine which I use during my practice sessions. The first one is the very obvious one, where you practice just the thumbs and fifths and fourths separately. Also, having different fingers between the hands helps too. For example, left hand 4 and 5 and right hand thumb and vice versa. Practicing with wide wrist movements really helps for stamina and muscles too. Make sure you practice with metronome slow to fast. Try to group your octaves too, imagining that one group is one movement. In this way, your first octave will be the loudest and the others will be lighter. Depending on the octave passage, you can also adjust your wrists. For example, if the octaves are played repeatedly, moving the wrist up and down will help you to group them as well as keep the wrists relaxed as much as possible. This one is unusual and I have not seen anyone doing it yet, so it might be new to you too. Let's say your octaves are grouped in fours, like in the Chopin's Heroic Polonaise. The point in this passage, or similar passages, is to keep your octaves to minimum volume, yet still having the pulse. Practice by playing the first octave loudly and then pretending to play the remaining three, by touching the keys but not making a sound. This is a very difficult but rewarding method of practice from the coordination point of view. This basically teaches your hand and musical memory which notes are important and which aren't. As a result, the not so important notes will eventually be played much lighter. This will help you to be able to play longer distances without being too tired. I would suggest to also combine this practice method with previously mentioned ones such as the thumb only or fourth and fifth fingers only. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you'll find this useful and helpful. Please share this video with your students, with your friends, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to follow me on social media for concert updates, new videos and so on. Please leave your comments down below. Maybe there is something else you want to find out and I'm sure I could do more of these videos to help you. Your support and follows means more videos and more content available. See you in the next one.